Welcome to everyone. In our previous class, we have discussed about Fourier's integral representation of a function f(x), Fourier integral theorem, and hence Fourier transform formula. Now today we are going to discuss about the properties of Fourier transform. So as we know, the Fourier transform of a function f(x), where f(x) is our given function, x ranges from minus infinity to plus infinity, that is x is any real number. In that case, Fourier transform of f(x) equal to this is the formula, and inverse Fourier transform of f(x) is this. So we come to the properties of Fourier transform. Our first property is linearity property. Which states that if C1, C2 are arbitrary constants, then Fourier transform of C1 f1x plus C2 f2x, that is equal to C1 Fourier transform of f1x plus C2 Fourier transform of f2x. So this is the linearity property. Now we are going to check this property. So check or prove this. So start from the left hand side. Fourier transform of C1 f1x plus C2 f2x. Here f1 f2 are two functions. Now this is equal to, by our formula, this is our formula, integration minus infinity to infinity. This is the whole function C1 f1x plus C2 f2x into e to the power minus isx dx. Just split up two terms, that is integration minus infinity to infinity C1 f1x e to the power minus isx dx plus C2 integration minus infinity to infinity f2x e to the power minus isx dx. So these are the these are two separate terms. Now we get C1, and now this is equal to Fourier transform of f1x, and this is Fourier transform of f2x. So our linearity property established. Now we come to our next property, that is change of scale property. So it states that if fs be the Fourier transform of the function capital Fx, then Fourier transform of capital F of Ax, that is equal to 1 by a f of s by a. This is called change of scale property. So again check. So Fs is the Fourier transform of Fx. So first write Fs equal to the formula, that is f of fx, this is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity fx e to the power minus isx dx. Now we start from the left hand side, that is Fourier transform of f of ax. This is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity f of ax e to the power minus I sx dx. Now put ax equal to z. Then we get a dx equal to dz. So now this is equal to 1 by a integration minus infinity to infinity f z e to the power minus I s. X means z by a, dx is dz by a, 1 by a I have written. So we get this. Now see, this is, so integration minus infinity to infinity f of e to the power minus isx dx, this is equal to fs, minus isx equal to fs, this, and here same, integration minus infinity to infinity fz e to the power minus I s by a z dz. See, main difference is these two are same, just this formula, here the variable is x and here the variable is z, but the main difference is here written s and here written s by a. So this total term equal to f of s by a. So we get our result, Fourier transform of f of ax equal to 1 by a f of s by a. Now we come to our next property, that is the shifting property. Okay, so this property states that if fs is the Fourier transform of capital Fx, then e to the power minus is or isa fs, this is equal to f of, that is Fourier transform of f of x minus a, or you may say Fourier transform of f of x minus a, this is equal to e to the power minus isa fs. So check. Now we have fs equal to Fourier transform of fx, this is equal to, so you mention the formula first, then it is easier to calculate, and also there will be no confusion that which formula you are using in the solution paper. So fs equal to Fourier transform of fx, this is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity fx e to the power minus isx dx. Now start Fourier transform of f of x minus a, this is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity f of x minus a e to the power minus isx dx. Again put x minus a equal to z. So dz equal to dx equal to dz. Now this is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity fz e to the power minus I s, x means z plus a, dx is dz. Okay, so next we get now see this term we can separate here. So we write minus e to the power minus I s a into e to the power minus I s z. So I'm writing inside that term, inside the integration, that is integration f z e to the power minus I s z dz. See again this formula written using the variable z, and here this is s e to the power minus I s z. So we can write e to the power minus I s a, and this is f of s, right? See, this is written using variable x. This is not the factor. Here s, if there is s, then we can write this is fs. Now also this is written using z variable, but here this is s, so this is equal to fs. So we get Fourier transform of f of x minus a, this is equal to e to the power minus is by or isa fs. So today we have learned that the properties of Fourier transform. First one is linearity property, second one is change of scale property, and the third one is shifting property. And when we calculate the Fourier transform of various types of functions, then we frequently use all these properties. Okay, so keep in mind all these properties, these results, and the technique also. Okay, keep watching. Thanks to everyone.